Hey there guys, Destin Custer here, and I want to come and talk to you for just a few minutes here at the start of October. Now, the start of October is actually really significant for me in my business. That means we're officially in the last quarter of 2014. We got 3 months left to go, and I fully intend to make the absolute best out of this next 3 months actually. And the way that's going to start is by having what I'm going to call the biggest month ever right here in October to build for November and December, right? So I kind of want to give you guys a little bit of a breakdown. Now, I want to apologize first and foremost because I got bad handwriting. There's a reason why I work on the internet, so I don't have to worry about handwriting stuff all the time. So just bear with me. I'm going to show you some things, and that's what I want to get to here. So what I want you guys to see is this is a board that I'm constantly working on. And I always have certain goals and things like that that I know that I need to work towards. And this is a thing that I actually go through and I do every single month. I'm setting my revenue projections, setting what my fixed costs are. I know what my expected costs are for traffic and for other things. So what I do is I want to go through here and just kind of show you guys some of the things that I have going on in my business right now. So let's talk about my goals first, right? The reason I call this the biggest month ever is my goal is 50,000 minimum gross revenue, right? Which works out to about $1,600 a day on the average. That's my goal. And that's a big number. It would be the most that I've ever done by a good margin. But the thing is, I know that it's fully attainable. And out of that gross revenue, I expect to see $30,000 in minimum net profit. That includes my expenses, includes all of my advertising and everything like that. So that's what I'm going to go through and I'm going to look at. So to make that $1,612, I'm going to profit about $967 a day, right? That's the goal, right? Big number, but you know what? It's definitely doable. So let's talk about this a little bit. You know, I'm expecting around $20,000 for costs. That's what the goal is. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're going to look and see what my current fixed costs are and what the costs are that are a little bit workable, right, is the best way that I can explain it. So, you know, what we have here is right now for my autoresponders and things like that I have set up, I spend about $195 a month. That's including data services like Amazon SCS, GetResponse, Aweber, and any other autoresponder accounts I might have. To build funnels and things like that, stuff like lead pages, ClickFunnels, whatever it is, I've got about $263 a month in fixed costs there. And then I spend about $76 a month in hosting. That's both video hosting through Amazon's services, as well as through services like Vimeo and some other networks as well. And then the big one right now is what I pay for the opportunities that I'm involved in. And I know I've told you guys that I'm moving away from the business opportunity category, but the thing is I still have an investment in these things and I'm still collecting a check from some of these companies. So I'm going to continue to pay my subscriptions. So I've got $284.95 a month that I pay right now in total subscription fees and things like that for the opportunities I'm involved in. That puts me at $818.95 as a total there. That's before I take care of anything else, before I do any advertising. Those are set costs that I know are going to be the same recurring month after month. And then from there, I'm going to look at my expected traffic costs. What am I going to spend on traffic this month? And, you know, the thing is, I've always been a big fan of spending somewhere around 30% of your budget, of your income, putting it back into the business for advertising and that sort of thing. So we've got, you know, $12,400 on Facebook, so that's an average of $400 a day. And we've got about $5,000 that I budgeted for solo ads, because I still run solo ads to help me build my list. It's just another form of traffic. And then banner ads is something that I'm just starting to really get myself into and get rolling. So we've actually budgeted $1,500 this month for banner ads. And so that puts me at, $18,900 in expected traffic costs, right? So that's a big portion of my cost is what I'm going to put out there in traffic. And then, so that brings my total cost to $19,718.95, or $636 daily in expenses. So before I make a dime, I need to make back about $600 a day. So that's the goal here, right? So now let's talk a little bit about my gross revenue projections, right? This is before anything comes off. This is before you subtract this number from whatever the total is here, right? So here's what I know. I know that with the affiliate programs that I'm a part of, things that I have monthly recurring residual income coming back from, and things like that, my fixed revenue is about $2,300, $2,357.62 to be exact. I just checked that out the other day. So that's the number. So let's take a look at this and let's see what I can project based on what I'm going to spend in traffic, right? And these are all, goals. These are things that, I can expect based on the kind of advertising and traffic that I'm going to run. But, my affiliate income and CPA networks for like one-time purchases, things like that, basically that's the money in, money out situation, whatever it is that I'm doing. And that can also include some biz op stuff as well, because I still promote the stuff, right? So I'm expecting about $20,000. That's, for whatever products come out, products, tools, solutions, things like that, that I would promote, and through JB deals that I have set up as well. So that's $20,000 this month just for that, right? And then from there, we can take this and then coaching. Now, coaching's a big thing because, what's good at me doing all of this advertising if I can't show other people how to do the same thing as well, right? So that's what we really need to think about. So I'm going to bring on another 10 coaching students this month. And that's what I've projected my time out. I've worked it for my schedule. I'm going to bring on at least 10 coaching students, which brings me around $10,000 this month, right? So that puts us to $30,000 or $32,000 in gross revenue. Now here's the two big ones and two big new parts of my business. It's going to be traffic sales. So I'm actually going to offer people the opportunity to 100% just send them traffic to their preset funnels. That's what I do, whether I'm buying the traffic from another source or whether I'm delivering the traffic myself, right? So that's about $13,000 this month just in traffic sales. And then the other thing, and this is something I've been working on for a long while, is campaign management. So basically what that would allow me to do is to bring somebody on board and say, hey, based on what your budgets are, I'm going to help you run your traffic, run your social networks, run your, help you optimize your funnels, do all the data analysis and all that stuff. And I expect to bring 10 to 15 people onto that system this month for another $5,000. So that puts me gross at $50,000 and $50,357.62. That's my gross total revenue projection for the month of October. And then from there, we've got our gross cost, right, which is these numbers put together. So this is what it's going to cost me to be able to run my business. So that brings me to a total of $30,638. Again, might not be the easiest for you to see, but I just want you to know that that's what the number says down there. So again, guys, all of this stuff, if you don't go and you actually plan out exactly what you want to do in your business and how you're going to get there, and you've taken the time to plan out and say, hey, these are the steps that I need to take, this is what I need to do on a daily basis, how are you ever going to get that? If you don't know what you would use the money for or where it would go or even where it would come from, right? How do you expect to have a giant month? How do you expect to have a month where you make $20,000 or $30,000 or even $10,000, or maybe you're still working on your first $5,000 month, right? All you need to do is be able to go through and work on your projections. Have something up here that you can actually look at and know that these numbers will work across the board, right? And that's the thing. When I look at this number here, yeah, $19,000 in cost is pretty high. But you got to remember, this cost goes into me taking the traffic sales and splitting that number back out of here as well. So it's not just me running traffic for other people, it's me running the traffic for myself as well. And then the other things that I do help me put money back into my own advertising to be able to grow my business. And then the thing is, we're going to leave this as the net balance after the end of October, right? So we're going to put net balance. So that's what we've got. So we've got net balance. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this 30K, right, and I'm going to reinvest at least 20% of that back into my business, right? And the reason why I would do that, and actually it's going to be closer to, it's going to be 30% is going to be the target. So I'm going to take 10 grand out of that and use that to start this process over and make it even bigger the next month, right? And that's the way you got to look at this. Whatever you get back in net revenue, you need to be able to actually take that and do something with it. It's really important for you to know that it's not just a one-time thing. I'm not a one and done, and I'm out here and I'm putting the hours in to be able to get this stuff done. So here's what I want to tell you guys. In the next couple of days, you're going to see a lot of things come out from me, and they're all going to be things designed to help you grow your business, right? Whatever it is, whether you're in a business opportunity, whether you've got an offline business and you've just been following me, or whatever it is that you're doing, if you're just another internet marketer looking to make their break, whatever it is, I want you to know that I'm here to help and I'm here to grow. So I'm going to be I'll have some new funnels come out here within the next couple of days, some awesome things for you guys to take a look at and see how you can actually work with me directly. That's what I really want you to think about, is how can you work with me and how can we grow your business together. So this has been a little bit longer of a video than I originally intended it to be, but I just want you guys to see the kind of things that I do when I go through and I work out what I want to do this month in my business, right? And I don't know exactly the exact space where all of this is going to come from just yet. But I do know that these are my primary targets here, and this is what I know that I'm going to have coming in. So with that, guys, get to planning, get yourself moving. If you don't have something like this, if you haven't done a cost analysis of your business, whatever it is, get with me. I will help you do that, right? That's what I'm here for. So again, guys, I appreciate your time. I appreciate you watching this video. And, one thing that I do need to mention here is, I can't tell you that my results are typical in any way, shape, or form. I've worked my ass off to get to where I'm at. And if you want to get there, if you want to get to the same place, I'm not going to tell you it's going to be easy, right? I'm not even going to tell you it's going to be simple. It takes hard work and dedication to succeed in any business, no matter what that is. And if you don't have the dedication, if you aren't ready to proceed, I wish you the best, but I can't guarantee you anything. You're the only person who can say, I'm going to put in the work and the time to get to where I want to be. So with that, we will talk to you soon. You have an awesome day.